Alright you guys, it's time. This has been a very highly requested video, and that is me showing you how to get this hairstyle done. I know you guys want to see a bit more, but I thought it'd be fun to do this in like a series of how I do this one, really breaking it down and showing you how you can do it on yourself, and then doing other hairstyles in the future. So if you want to learn how I did this hairstyle to my head, then keep on watching.
Sing it louder just to let the world know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness.
Okay, are you guys ready for this? Tip number one, and how you're going to want to start this, is you're going to want to do it with dirty hair. I have not washed my hair for quite a few days, so you see how kind of like slick and nasty and greasy it is. That's what you want, because that's going to help just make it so your hair's not so soft, slipping away from you while you're trying to do the braid. But key number one, in order to do this, you have to know how to either French braid or Dutch braid. We're going to start, just make sure all your hair is combed through, just so it's easier to work with, and we're just going to do a part straight down. Okay. You're just going to want to make sure both sides are even. If you don't have someone, to tell you if it is, just take a mirror and look for yourself. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to tie off my right side, show you guys this left side first, so you can really get the gist of what I'm doing here. Okay, so you have one side tied off just to keep this hair out of your way. What you're going to do is take a little triangle out right here on your head. So you want to get as close as you can. You don't want too much space starting. You want to start it right here, going in a line like this. Okay, so we switched places just to give you a better view on what I'm actually doing with the braid. So we're going to restart from the top with the triangle section that we have. Again, just grabbing a tiny piece from the front. We're going to break that into 3 even tinier pieces. I'm going to throw one tiny piece under the middle, next tiny piece under the middle. Use the pointy end of my little comb here to grab another one to join with the side. I know you can't totally see what I'm doing with these small pieces, but I promise you that as we keep going, it will make more sense. Alright, I'm just repeating this over and over until the pieces are big enough for me just to grab with my fingers. And what I'm trying to do is I'm just going to try and make sure that it stays even on both sides. So the braid's not too far over this way, it's not too far over this way, and it just stays going down the middle with the same amount on each side. And again, you'll see what I mean. To the side. I probably could do it with my fingers at this point, but it's looking really clean with this, so I am just continuing to do it with the pointer end of the comb. Good. So I'm going to take the piece I just grabbed, smooth it out. Now taking it under. I grabbed too big of a piece, so I'm just going to let some of that hair go. I think I picked up a little too much extra when the comb grabbed it. So we have a nice little braid forming. I gotta be careful because my braid is actually pulling a little bit too far to this side. So I'm gonna try and correct it and just tug it over to this other side. Boom. Good enough. I mean, we are just going to the gym, so. These back hairs, I feel like they always get kind of messy for me, But the one thing you want to do is just try and keep it as close to your head as possible, because that will make it look really nice when we go to wrap it around the bun that we're going to be doing later. I think this is the last piece. It is. So, staying super close to my head, and then maybe if I tip it this way, I'm going to keep braiding this all the way down. Just keep it as tight as you can. And once you get to the point where like it will no longer loosen this, then you can lift it up or pull it to the side where you can actually see what you're doing. You just don't want to do it too soon, or else it will guide the braid in every which direction, which is what we want to avoid. I'm going to tie up this end. Okay, so now we have this whole side done, braided all the way down to here. I'm going to go ahead and do my other side off camera now that you guys have seen how to do this one, and then I'll show you what we are doing with it afterwards. Okay, so we have both sides of the braid done. What we're going to do now is take these parts of our hair out, but we want to keep our braids totally out of the way of what we're doing. So now our braids, just very gently, you don't need to do this tight. I'm just going to tie them in front of me, secure them with a bobby pin, just like lock them down. I'm going to take the rest of my hair, and as close to this top portion as possible, I'm going to try and get a ponytail right here. So I think I got it where I need it to be. Just going to throw this ponytail in, make it nice and tight. If this messes up this line a little bit, just know you can go in and re-pull it out like this, so it's not too tight around your braid. Kind of leaves that opening right there. Boom. So that's what we want it to look like right about now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to braid the hair in this ponytail, super quick and easy like. You don't need to get it all the way down to the ends, just because you can bobby pin those down. Just get it as close as you can. Boom. You seriously use like a lot of hair ties for this. But on the plus side, you can do any workout you want. You need to jump around, you jump around. Your hair is staying in. So now I'm just going to twist that. I'm just going to wrap that one around once to kind of secure it, just like that. So we have our bun in. I'm going to take these braids, just start with one, wrap that side around once, then do the other side, wrap the other side around once. Honestly, just however you like it. And then we're going to take those and then bobby pin them down. Okay. Bobby pin this side down. And then with some extras, just bobby pin whatever you have to tuck away all of the leftover hair. And this is our final look. You're ready to go. I almost forgot. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, so that you can see the ones I do in the future. Okay, thanks. Now bye for real.